We're gonna get started. You guys want to take a seat? Sit in the front. Don't sit in the back. No back row. Nope, no back row. Move forward. Move forward. Get your coffee. All right, this is way too close to do. All right, good morning, everyone. Hi, my name is Nick Campion. I'll be your MC for today. They say the heart is the most resilient organ. You guys know why? No. It can really take a beating. Well, we're here to solve 3 different problems. So actually 4 is jokes, but the first problem is entrepreneurs need feedback on their startup. Entrepreneurs need a place to practice presenting, and last, entrepreneurs need a place to meet other entrepreneurs. And we have a solution. It's called 1 Million Cups. We meet here weekly every Wednesday, 9 a.m. here in Toronto. Free coffee on the table. Please don't take the coffee that's in the kitchen. Same with the cream and sugar. There's right on the table. We do 6-minute presentations followed by 15 to 20 minutes of constructive audience feedback. In terms of use cases, in terms of presenters, ideally they have an idea of product or startup that they're looking and will receive feedback. They're in the maybe teenage stage where they're not too young, where they don't know who their customer is or what the problem they're solving, and they're not too old where they're here just like sell the product as well. And this is a great place to practice presenting too. That's why I'm here. We do have a website. It's 1millioncups.com/Denver. If you're interested in presenting, just go to our website, fill out a quick application. We also send out a weekly newsletter who's presenting each week, so you can follow us as well through the website. And if you want any information about our presenters, you can go to the website. On the bottom is all the information about each presenter, their contact info, and their website. We do have a Slack channel that we connect over. I have our QR code that's blocking right now. It's right here. So if you want to join our Slack workspace, use a QR code. It's through Colorado Startups Workspace, but then we have our own separate Slack channel. On the Slack channel, you'll notice I put my jokes on it too. We have an awesome org team, myself, Jonathan, Manan, Josh, Courtney, Kiefer, Philip, Pete, myself. We also have Kim and Lindsay that I'm going to add your photos as well. We're always looking for more organizers, especially with setup and breakdown. So if you're interested in helping, please let us know. Well, let's give our org team a round of applause. Quick shout out to our sponsors. We have Enterprise Co-working where we're at right now. Queen City Coffee, that's the coffee you're drinking. We also have Puno Media, which we'll do a shout out later. Rocky Mountain Microfinancing too. The Commons Champa that's here as well. Did you want to say anything?
Just hi. I'm Teresa. I manage the Commons Champa. We're looking to open our innovation lab this summer. Stay tuned. We'll bring everybody back.
Thank you. Oh, there's your. And then we also have Denver Angels and Colorado Small Business Development Center. So let's give all our sponsors a round of applause. Then I'd like to get some feedback from the room. Who's new to 1 Million Cups? 2 people. Awesome. And who considers themselves an entrepreneur? Everybody. Cool. Now I'm looking for some volunteers to do some quick introductions, like to get to know people in the room. Name, what you do, why you're here. Anybody want to say hi, or I'm just going to pick on people? Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Lindsay. I'm the founder of Independent Beauty Pros. We are a membership-based platform for entrepreneurs in the beauty and barber industry, and I'm new to Denver, so meeting new people.
Oh, thank you, Lindsay.
I'm Scott. I'm not new to 1 Million Cups, but I'm new to Denver. I work in stabilized redox cells.
Awesome. What other 1 Million Cups have you been to?
I've been from Dallas to Kansas City, North Kansas City, to St. Louis, to a lot. I'm just a person. My family.
Oh, wow. Okay. Very cool. Well, if you have any good feedback for me, let me know.
How his foundation is involved.
Awesome. Cool.
Thank you for your hospitality.
You're welcome. Thanks for coming. Who else wants to say hi? Sorry. Oh, all right, I saw you. Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Michael Brunner. I'm pretty new to Denver. My background's in video production and photography, but I'm kind of rebranding as a creative director. I have a couple different startup ideas that I'm getting off the ground, and one is pet portraits, which I was doing back in Dallas, and I'm starting up here again. So kind of just a hodgepodge of different things, but yeah, that's me.
Cool. Thank you. You want to apply and present some of your ideas and get feedback on them? That's why we're here.
He's an amazing photographer. I must give feedback right now.
Example.
Hey guys, I'm Justin Gould. I have been to 1 Million Cups a fair amount at this point, and I'm the founder of a company called Lotto with Barack here. It's basically a multi-tool for water. So it's a hydration pack of water, all kinds of things.
Cool. Thank you. All right. Because of 1 Million Cups, we're having some impacts. The impact we're having is entrepreneurs get to be open and transparent. Entrepreneurs get feedback to improve their startups, and last, entrepreneurs build meaningful connections. Before we get into our first presenter, I'm just letting you know that they're here for your feedback. So while they're presenting, think of one piece of feedback you can give them or a question. The more dialogue we have, the better this event is versus them just talking. That's not a lot of fun. And if you have a lot of feedback, try and limit that one per turn. I'll try and come back around to you again if we have time. So let's get into it. We have Buddy Book. Buddy Book is the local digital coupon book for independently owned, dog-oriented, and friendly businesses. Let's give Buddy Book a round of applause. I'm gonna stop sharing my
You must
screen.
help me.
Yes.
I guess. I grabbed my computer.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then just go to your Zoom. Let's just go to share screen. Just hit the whole green one. Yeah.
Sorry.
No worries. You guys can say hi to each other, the person next to you. Did you send me this? Okay. So, playbook.
Okay.
Take it away.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for coming. I'm presenting my startup today, BuddyBook. So first off, this is not an investor pitch. So I'm really looking at it more as a focus group pitch. So I'm gonna like show you my product and then ask you for feedback at the end. I would say I'm in the preteen phase rather than a teenage phase. So I have a product that I'm very happy with, and I'm just starting to onboard customers onto it. So yeah, let's get going. So what is BuddyBook? BuddyBook is a digital coupon book featuring deals from local dog businesses, very simply. So we have a very tight-knit, like dog parent, dog owner community, and we have all these amazing local businesses, you know, with like amazing expertise, care, knowledge, all of that stuff. But of course, local independent business are always kind of under the radar, under the rug. People are moving into town, they need new customers, like all of that stuff. And so I got interested in, you know, the dog and pet industry because during the pandemic, we got a puppy, and I don't know, it just like opened up this whole thing that I didn't even know existed. So I actually want to show you the platform. So sorry about the technical difficulties, the Zoom section and all that, but if I click on here, it should go to that. Actually, first I forgot. So quick show of hands, who like has a dog right now or has ever had a dog in their household growing up and stuff. So yeah, a lot of you guys. So for you guys, it's gonna be really good for you to think of yourself as a user, like of the app and looking through the deals and looking through the directory and all that. And then for the rest of you guys, I'm sorry for you guys. It's okay. It can happen, but you can, I'm sure, relate to the business owning side. And so that's also a really big piece of like the feedback that I would love to get from you guys. So, okay, so let's see. Okay, I'm gonna allow.
Are you trying to go back to presentation?
So I'm trying to make this full screen. I'm also not a Mac user, but you can see it.
Yeah.
Can you see it enough?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
it's just like got some funny stuff. Okay, yeah. So this is a web-based app, which is pretty cool because powerful and it's not like a special thing. So everything is URL based. So you know, you can also, yes, I will encourage everyone to pull out their phones, completely not pay attention to me, and go and type in buddybook.app on their browsers if you'd like to see like the mobile version while I'm like demonstrating it on the computer, because it just looks a little bit different. And yeah, it should be totally accessible to everyone, but this is a good time to like test all the browsers and all the systems because I don't have, you know, 25 phones like that I can do that at home. So I thought I would take the opportunity. But yeah, so this is like the platform. It's really easy, hopefully, to use. And so you have like all the different categories, though these are not all the categories. These are just the ones I've been working on. You have a search bar tool. You have, let's see if it works, a location tool. So if I do this and I click on an address, yeah, so you get like all the pins and everything, which can be really useful for certain services. And then I'm gonna like demonstrate and show you a couple coupons. I made you guys one because I'm just like everyone who's like interested. I'm like, okay, let me like make an example just to kind of show them how it is. So I'm gonna take this opportunity to do some sales as well as a presentation. So this is the coupon I did for model who I spoke to Maya, and she said that they hadn't really gone into that like avenue and that market, but that the sling is really easy. It's nice for like dog walking because you know you have your hands free when you walk your dog. You might want to give them treats and train them and stuff like that. So I know that's actually really really useful. So if I click the coupon, you guys on Pet Gear, this is how it looks. So I just invented a coupon for you guys. And yeah, so you have like the image and everything at the bottom. You just have a lot of features you can put in each coupon. I'm not going to go through like all of them because it would take the whole 30 minutes. But just to kind of show you, okay, expiration, you know, like sort of about, you know, you can link to everything. You can really custom to what the business wants, like how the business wants to funnel your attention and where they want the customers to go. So for this is like an online coupon. That's another thing. There's several features. This could be really helpful. Like I want to capture emails of people who are interested in, you know, my business. So this is kind of another way to like capture some data that will all be like each business will get access to their data and all of their statistics as well. So this, I made it not like you don't have to do it, but you can also require it. Oops, I don't know what that is. Yeah, and then you just go through the prompts. And for this, super easy, like I know they have their codes they can put into their systems. So, they tell me the code or I tell them the code and, here we go. And then go to like their actual website and start building, and start shopping. So that's like one example. Where are my tabs? I cannot see them.
Uma, do you want to go more back to your pitch deck?
Yeah.
Right, like 6 minutes.
Okay.
And go through
So yeah, so I hope that demonstrated what it can do. And there you go. So does BuddyBook have users? Short answer, yes. There are more dogs than kids in Denver area. It's about 140,000 kids and dogs are topping them at 150,000 in 2019. I know there's way more because then the pandemic happened. Of both, probably. Yeah, so how does BuddyBook solve problems for businesses? It saves them time and money reaching customers. There's like so many different ways that you can advertise. Those ways can be really expensive, and you can also not really understand where your customers are coming from. With these coupons, it's really easy to figure out where your customers are coming from. I want to make the price so that per coupon, it's the price of like acquiring like a customer, like one order, one training session, one grooming session. So it's kind of like a no-brainer. It's not a new platform. It's a platform that integrates with every platform. Like I said, it's like really low tech, it's URLs. So you can share it like however you like. And yeah, again, with the marketing attribution, I kind of touched upon that, but the validation of the coupons can give you a lot of information if you wish to get that information as a business owner. For dog owners, I know I really want to shop local. It can be really challenging. Like I said, everyone's on the radar. It's really hard to find these people. It's hard to know who they are. So this will like save time research because it's a directory and it has that like location pin stuff. And then, yeah, so, and then it's an incentive. I mean, who doesn't like a discount or, special price or package price, whatever it is, you can think of promotions. It can go on forever. So how I'll market BuddyBook, how you'll hear about it. So the number one thing is basically the platform, hopefully, will do that for everyone. It's all about cross promotion. So if somebody is interested and gets to your Facebook page, sees your coupon, and like, yeah, I want a coupon, I want a free sling, gets your coupon, and then they have access to the entire BuddyBook platform. So everyone's like customers or potential customers for everybody else. Some people get a bit worried about competition, but in my opinion, there's just the market is so big and the visibility of local businesses and startups are so low that it's just going to be positive all the way around. I also created a Facebook group called Denver Dog Meetup as part of kind of market research. I started in December of last year. We've got 700 members already. Lots of activity. I'm really happy with what I see on it. I promote businesses through there too. I just kind of do a blast if they just ask me to do that. And I do a lot of events in person, and I get to meet business owners, meet dog parents, understand what they need, understand what they want, etc. So it's been a really good experience. That's a really kind of funny thing, but we thought, we need to sticker everything. So why not make them scented stickers? Why not make them peanut butter scented stickers so that the dogs actually are curious about it, and it just has the QR code, just silly stuff like that. And in-person events as well. I've already been just talking to the few businesses that I've been talking to onboard to the platform have been I want you to be at this booth. I want you to be at this dog market. And I know in-person events take more energy, but they are the best way for me to actually meet the community. So that's definitely going to be something as well, and through my Facebook page as well.
No, I'm gonna give you 30 more seconds.
Yeah, it's almost done. I'm at my ask.
Okay, cool. Perfect timing.
Yeah, so hopefully you got some idea of what BuddyBook is about. And yeah, so my first and foremost ask would be, as a user, what would attract you and what would keep you coming back to the platform? And then if you have any, genius marketing advertising ideas that would be like cost efficient and that I haven't thought about, I would love to hear that too. And the last ask is that any business owner you could think of, I mean, I get that a lot. Oh yeah, that would be perfect for, the pet store that I go to, I love them, blah, blah. Please like refer them to me. Referrals are the best way for me to get this platform going. So yes, all of my information is on that website, buddybook.app. My email address is here below, and I'll just leave that here. You'll just basically be able to find me through the website or through my Facebook group as well. I'm the admin, I'm the only admin, so just message me. That's it. Thank you so much.
Past slides, people can reference it. So who has feedback or questions for? Ma'am?
So,
You want to say your name just?
sorry, my name's Fernanda Rosé. I run a marketing consulting agency, so we should talk. But one of the things throughout your presentation, I really wanted a story, something that really showed me the problem that you were having. Like, oh, when I go on Google Maps and I look for dog park or dog walker near me, like all I get is like franchises, and I want local people or some sort of story to tell me what the main like problem point is and how your app solves this. That I felt was missing throughout your presentation. That's one thing that I would change, because it was, although I have a dog, obviously, he's right here with me. His name's Bracken, by the way, he says hi. I felt it was hard to identify with you and what you were saying the problems were, because I usually go to my network of friends who are also dog owners for those kind of recommendations. So I wanted to hear how someone who maybe isn't me would come to find like this as a solution.
Thank you.
I'm Jeff. A great way to advertise would be to contact the local shelters, because they all have Rolodex upon Rolodex of new pet owners. So contacting Dumb Friendly and striking up a partnership with them, or local veterinary clinics that you can offer them, hey, you can be on our platform as a premier sponsor if you give us access to your Rolodex of emails, and then just do email blasting. Cool.
Thanks.
We have a layer of contacts.
We're getting better, but a little more.
Thank you.
You know that's what you know.
I'm gonna take some notes. I'm not being rude.
It's getting recorded too.
Oh, okay.
No, I can
I'm
see.
not taking notes.
Who has feedback or questions? Okay, I'll take care of it.
I'm Rock. 1 year
Yeah.
So I think you're really in, the reason people would keep coming back is number one, you have good deals or their friends are talking about it. So I think what you're really doing is building a community. So you're talking about going to other people's events and other people's Facebook groups. I think you should create your own
I have
little
my
meetup.
own.
Yeah.
Sorry, I couldn't show it because I didn't have time, but yeah,
No
I
worries.
agree.
I think it's just getting
like-
people together, like it's a strong community, people love their dogs here, and if people are gonna be able to save money, just get them all together and maybe even get some brands together, if possible, to do like a physical showing of this, and not to overcomplicate things, but
Yeah,
word of
no,
mouth and focus on
definitely.
Denver.
Yeah, it's definitely just Denver based right now. Yeah, sorry. I guess I just didn't explain very well. Take a look.
No, it's cool.
My name's Philip, and I think it would be cool if my dog were at like a profile on here. And like I filled out this little form, I got to know how he was, like he doesn't like walks, so it's like, maybe there's an option, he's like, just a couch bug, and, you know, it just shows me like soft blankets that he likes, but somebody else might have a dog that goes on runs, so they need like the water bottle and whatnot. I think that would get me coming back, especially if like somehow Murph could be ranked, like as the top dog. For real though, like Murph like on like 50 walks, or he goes to this many groups, so he's like,
Just
one
I'm
social dog.
more curious.
And then I feel like you could just keep building this thing out, like dogs and dating. I just feel like you have a lot of opportunity to go.
It started
and-
that way.
and really?
Yeah, like that was like, I was with my husband, we're like, what about Tinder for dogs? And like, there's literally like no, you know, human faces anywhere. But I just didn't, yeah, I don't know. I was more interested in like community building and like business. It happened that way because I feel like that's feasible for steps. But, you know, anything is possible. Yeah.
Cool. So I also got a dog in the beginning of the pandemic. That was the third time I fostered puppies, which feel more. It's just too much work. But I think going to some of those smaller, like obviously Dumb Friends, all those kind of places where you can foster or adopt dogs, there's a huge network there because you ultimately, you know, I think at this last special we had like 5 puppies, and you know, so there's a huge network of these dogs went out. So if you get in with them, again, they're going to know who ultimately has those dogs. And I don't know if there's, I do like the dog profile because you can see like, what products that dog getting. Maybe, you know, dogs, I have dogs with sensitive stomachs, so it's like maybe a special diet. So maybe if there's a product or coupon that is reviewed, then maybe that's something I know I can go get. Try it. It's like, you know, there's a coupon and maybe it works for my dog and now he's not having issues. So.
Cool. All right, Joseph. So congrats on your traction so far. That group size is awesome. What I'm hearing is, so on the Facebook group, you have a social aspect, which is going to be great for people to connect. On the platform, it's the coupon aspect. How are you blending the two? Because I think that you're going to get that viral aspect if that was in one spot. If you were, I think to Brock's point, bring everybody into one spot where they can meet their social needs and their shopping needs in one platform.
So I know I can link the group to my page, which would be a good start. It's kind of a delicate balance, and I get what you're saying, but like I didn't want to start it like, you know, I want to sell you stuff because it is about building community, and like people get put off, like I get put off. So it's more like, hey, like if I can make it prominent, or my events are sponsored by Buddy Book, and most of the events that that have been put on have been mine just only because it's growing. But in the last like month, you know, like 4 or 5 events have been put on by members. So I just hope to layer it in and not be like, you know, like, look at this and look at this and look at this and shop. And it's like, hey, like you might want to shop local and you don't know where to start. And you know, why not go look at this? I mean, there's no signing up. It's free for the users. So I'm hoping that that's how people will kind of, and then people talk and people share, and you know, and it's easy to share. So I'm hoping that's kind of my strategy there. Yeah.
Pretty Jameson?
Yeah, sure.
Go ahead.
So I would say, first of all, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If you're going for digital coupon book, I'd use what coupon books like used to work and why they used to work. And just take a very standard model of like high school kids selling coupon books or the little coupon cards for Sonic. Why did they sell them? Why did they work? And have a cause behind why you're doing it, because that'll help people to get more invested in it. The other caution, just in a scaling perspective, is to be careful not to boil the ocean. I pay for this app called Craft and I pay $20 a year, and it gets me 10 BOGO beers a month, and then it resets. And so in 1 month, theoretically, I could easily pay for what I pay for the whole year. But I only go to the same breweries all the time. And they are not in all 50 states. I think they in mine, and they have enough in my little neighborhood in Rhino that it's worth it for me to have it. So just kind of, if you were to focus in on like one specific neighborhood that you could do all the partnerships with and just be like, this is the Sloan's Lake app, and make it really big in one neighborhood, then you can expand out into others and you'll have proof of concept. But I think if you go too much for like online retailers and stuff, that you'll degrade the quality of it because it started with such a pure intent of being a local group of people.
Right.
So I would just start with them and their best friends, and then profitize from there.
Well, sorry, I have a question about your feedback.
Yeah.
So like, I guess I also didn't explain this very well, but yeah, like my main focus is local to Denver Metro.
Yeah.
So model obviously is like based in Denver, even though they're online, I feel like that's still qualified, like as part of the community. I like vet like all the businesses. I make sure they're highly reviewed, you know, all that stuff, I guess should be a little bit more explained.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
But I get what you're saying, like, yeah, like don't, like if maybe it is too big or yeah, kind of fill it
5,000
out.
products or something
Yeah,
like that.
and then it's just also like a lot of coupons will work online, but are for in-person services. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So,
No, I think it'll be good. I think just as you're trying to grow something like this, the temptation will be to contact Chewy. And I wouldn't.
no, that's it. Like,
Yeah.
okay, so yeah, so I didn't, yes, this is only for local independent
I like it.
based businesses. Like they're, like when I write to the potential business owners, I'm like, I will guarantee there's never going to be ads, like pop-up ads, first of all. There's never going to be a chain or a big business in there, ever, ever, ever. Like that's not what I am looking for at all. That's a promise, you know, they have to like, but that's the base of BuddyBook. It's like, we're only catering to all these businesses that are not having the visibility that the big guys are having because they have in-house marketing and so much budget.
Great, two more.
Awesome job, by the way. So one quick thought is go to Costco, buy 1,000 dog treats, and just show up like there's just some huge dog parks
Oh,
here.
yeah.
And just as people come in, you say free treats, and you give them a little QR code and
Yep.
this, and go shop the best deals in Denver,
Thank you.
and also your dog. will be
Yeah.
happy.
Yeah, my dog is always happy.
Yeah. So, that was fun.
No, yeah, it's, yeah, a lot of this I found, like you said, like the marketing that's like very human is really good. And that's really what I'm interested as well in doing, so thank you.
I feel like you can do what Joseph was talking about, super easy and not be like super salesy. We just took like a farmer's market for dogs.
Yeah, we talked about that, which is, yeah. They're doing one in West Arvada Dog Parks is doing one, and one of my first businesses on there is like, I want you to be at the booth. So I'm gonna start there and build from there and kind of like see, you know, and talk to business owners and talk to users and all that stuff and see what the feedback is as well. But yeah, thank you. Yeah.
I wanted to add to Sam's comment, the story. It would be great to have you start off like the use case, the problem that you deal with.
Yeah.
And I would love to know more about the competition, like alternatives.
Yeah.
So I feel like if I go on Google Maps, I can search local dog shops and get a bunch. So I don't understand the current problem.
Yeah.
And then your solution is solving for it.
Mhm.
So just more clarity on that.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that makes sense. If I can, basically, Google is actually really hard. Like if you don't have a lot of reviews, like let's say I had a lot of businesses. They had, okay, let's say Kim, she does hikes for dogs. That's her thing. And it's like a daycare, you know, it's like an adventure, 5 hours and the dog's exhausted. It's amazing. She did that for a long time in Long Island, but then she moved to Denver. And then she just didn't have any customers that knew her, and so she's just rebuilding. There's a lot of those people out there. So that's for like the business case. Actually, same with Through the Leash, which is a big company, but it's interesting. So, and then the user case could be like, yes, like new owners who who have no idea, like how I have no idea.
Yeah.
And then people moving in with their dogs. I mean, there's like through the group, I see all these things over and over and over again, and people ask so much for services. And like, let's say groomers, like I just had a post, and he's like, I can't find a groomer because they're booked. And it's like, you can't find the popular ones are booked, but you don't know about the ones who are just starting or not so popular, or in neighborhoods that, you know, is not so popular to like have dogs. And then through the community, he got like, I don't know, 10 suggestions. And so that kind of stuff. So yeah, so it'd be for the businesses who want to like acquire new customers or, you know, expand their business.
Those are great stories. That's telling those stories
Yeah.
help us connect to the product.
Totally.
So,
Thank you.
last question for you. What as a community can we do for you?
I guess that was what I needed. And then the referrals would be awesome. I mean, you know, and if you could just go on the app and just play around and kind of, if you want to keep in touch and give me more feedback, always welcome it. But yeah, thank you so much for listening.
Did you have anything to?
Oh, yeah, sure.
You did? Okay, I wasn't sure.
Oh, I can talk in tech.
All right. Oh, no, this is, okay, while you talk, I gotta fix this slide.
Okay.
All right, coffee, Courtney has a quick coffee talk. So give it away to Courtney.
Oh, there we go. Woo.
Yeah.
All right, so today I wanted to talk about a well-known fact. People are liars. Who knew this? Oh yeah, anyone who's been in business knows people are liars, 1000%. So yesterday I was coaching with another coach. So I was helping him on his business, and he said that he had 3 target demographics. Okay, you guys get to put on your coaching hat and see if you can help me solve this. He wanted to help people who are stuck get unstuck. He wanted to help people set more effective goals, and he wanted to help people perform at peak performance. Okay, what's wrong with this? Anybody? Huh? Very vague. Pretty much the entire world, right? Boiling the ocean. Any other problems? Okay. They're very different, yeah, and so it's hard to market to multiple. So first problem, you don't want to be going to all 3, okay? What I told them in the quick and dirty fashion was people who are stuck want to stay stuck. If they wanted to be unstuck, they would be unstuck, because being stuck is ultimately for most people a choice. And if they've identified that they can't get unstuck, they will have already asked for help, and not, you won't be a surprise to them, right? So I was like, get rid of that one. Oh, we're about to flip somebody off. The next group of people was, I want to help people set goals. Well, the problem is people who are unable to fulfill goals are usually existing on the goals based on other people. So they're going for goals that their boss set, or going for goals that their wife set, or going for goals that someone else set, which means they are not personally invested. And the act of transformation requires a personal investment. Those had to go away. So we're left with the final one. Let's just see the error in counting like this. Is people that want to perform at peak performance. And that one is doable. But when you perform at peak performance, what you get has to be incredibly lucrative. Because changing anything is ridiculously difficult, especially if you're trying to change yourself. So if you are serving a product, and this applies for the startup world, bear with me, bringing it all the way back. If you are a young entrepreneur working in a startup doing anything like this, the problem you are solving needs to be a problem worth solving. Because everyone's like, oh yeah, like every time I ran around the corner, I kicked the dishwasher. So I made this really cool dishwasher bumper set. And I'm like, most people have bigger homes. Most people close the dishwasher and don't kick it. You know, like, is this problem a problem worth solving? And then is this problem something people will pay a lot to solve? Because just it was because it was a problem for you and you've invested years of your life and many tired nights and lots of tears, doesn't mean everyone else cares that much. Everyone else is like, so close the dishwasher, you know, so divorce her, whatever it is. Other people have solved this problem. So if you're going to solve a problem, make sure it's one worth solving. I can make a whole business out of how to count appropriately so you don't flip off your audience. I apparently am the only one that does that, so I can't sell that product, right? So if something is worth solving, make sure it's not just worth solving for you, but for the people you're trying to sell to. And what people think they need help with
is usually 1000% incorrect. So try to sell them what they actually need while coupling it with, in a marketing sense, what they really want. So if I asked in this group, who thinks they can be better than they are today? Excellent. I'm a coach, so now you all want to hire me, right? Yeah, no, not true. Or you would all be my clients, right? So just because you have a problem, just because you have a place you want to go and something you want to do does not mean that you're ready to take action on that. Now, if I said, who in this room realizes they have the ability to make $500,000 this year, and one of you raised your hand, maybe, then then we would probably need to work together, because that is what I can do, because you making $500,000 solves a shit ton of problems, and then it's worth it to you. Then whatever I need to charge is totally there and makes sense. So you're not worrying about like, who wants to pay me? What kind of a problem do they have? I could like find, okay, 70% of the people in this room have relational stress. I'm like, no, 100%. But who is it worth to solve it? I've talked to people who have relational stress, and then you find out ultimately they'd like to just divorce that person or break up with that friend or whatever it might be. Having a problem, step one. Having a problem worth solving, step two. Finding out what that problem is and what they will get when they solve it. And that being incredibly valuable is the only way you can sell a product. If you're like, after you do all of this really hard work and you're really uncomfortable and you pay me a lot of money, you'll sleep better at night. And they're like, I sleep fine. Turns out 2 hours a night is enough for me. So just reworking some of your thought process when you're putting together a product on how do I make it so incredibly juicy and make sure that what my client gets is 10 times more valuable than anything they invested to get there. My personal mantra or ethics rule is I will only take you on as a client if I know that at the end of our time together, that I will have had so much fun, because I like my work, that I would have done it for half the price and still been happy, and that you would have paid me twice as much and still been really thrilled with those results. And when you have a product, a business model, and anything that does that, you can sell it all day long. You will have no problems. And if you have problems, you know where to go. There you go.
Being great. That was very impactful. Well, we're gonna move on to community announcements. Anybody have an event they're attending or hosting they want to share? Opportunity, go Joseph.
Same thing, tonight, 7 o'clock over at Odell's, 1MC Deconstructed, where we'll kind of dive in, not on the presentation, but what we learned from the presentation. So feel free to join, 7 o'clock at Odell's, right across the street.
Cool. Sarah?
Tonight, the Downtown Denver Partnership has a real talks with businesswomen at Market Station. I believe it's at 5:30. But Google it. I'm not their spokesperson. I just happen to be going tonight. But it's a number of different businesswomen in the community talking about some of their journeys and things that they learned along the way.
Either put it on the Slack or send it to me and I'll put it on the Slack channel. Cool.
At the Commons, we do a business accelerator called Co-Starters. Our next Co-Starters is starting April 27th. It's a 10-week program, and it connects you with basic business stuff about how to build your business, but it also connects you with lots of resources to the community, legal sessions, pitch video, all of that. I encourage you to look at our website, thecommons.co.
Thank you. Any others? Well, Brandon, you want to say hi?
Sure. Hi, everyone. My name is Brandon Keller from the LSC. I'm doing free headshots today. The way that this is going to work is I have a sign-up sheet here where we put your name and email. I will go in order of the sign-up. So, we'll obviously be using the white backdrop here today. So just step up and sign up when you're ready. We will kind of work our way through the sign-up sheet. The way that it's going to work is once the headshots are taken, we're going to do 3 different poses. I will email the proofs once they're edited to that email address that you give. So we'll just go in order of whoever signs up first come, first serve. And I'm excited to meet you all today.
Well, let's give Brandon a round of applause for get some free headshots, update that LinkedIn profile that hasn't updated in 5 years like myself. So just let you guys know, we grow because of word of mouth. So please spread the awesomeness of 1 Million Cups to your friends, coworkers as well. If you're interested in getting more info, just send them to our website, 1millioncups.com/member. Quick reminder, you guys are awesome. I love seeing you guys here every week. It's great to see you. So have an awesome week. And before we finish, why can't you email a photo to a Jedi? Brandon, you know the answer to this one? Why can't you email a photo to a Jedi? Because attachments are forbidden. That's a good groan. So we'll be here again next week, April 20th. Please get some swag off the table, hang out for the next half hour and chat. If you want to stay here all day and co-work, you go upstairs and check in with the front desk. Let's give everybody a round of applause for coming out.
So there's I'll try to find it. There's an app or a website that you can go to where you can see how your site loads and displays on different computers or operating system, different devices. So it's really like you really just like iPhone 10 and you say Android, whatever. So I'll you know, hey, what's that? I think just go like how does my website display whatever, but yeah, I'm sure Google for and do you have any vendors in Stapleton yet? There's a small little brewing place in Stapleton. I don't know the name of it. I'm not, but I know they're there. There's a lot of dogs in Stapleton.
Yes.
So,
I got something.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
And here's what is the thing? Here's what it's called. And I still can't go. Well, first of all, 56 batteries, they go to 6. So money is a really. Second of all, only 8% animal health comes from so it's really about connecting with the dog water. But I just want to say, I mean, when I read it like and the information you can provide and what I'm doing is actually which nobody listen, you know what? I did and that's what right now, if you want to test them, and I want to see unless you try,
protect my. Well, any multi-cell is a huge thing. But I'll tell you, you have a viable business. No, it's the service. Remember, you gotta focus on that. Not so much product. But this product is 55. Oh, yeah, this kid's adorable. I think they might have taken, it's really, I know they take it to the University of Missouri, because he won $15,000 teaching his business. And he's a vet student, so I'm gonna see it. So right now, LinkedIn, and then I'll say, no, this kid, I don't know what's gonna happen. I hope he doesn't drop out of vet school. So it's very rich. He's got this really incredible. And the way he's designed it, it's nuts. I got the money to do a whole thing. Oh, no. This thing's gonna work. And he's so charismatic. No, I appreciate your time, but just listening to him, I think you'll lean on how to make your presentation. No, it's not. It's good.
I guess when you know what you know, it's like, oh, so they probably do that.
Unfortunately, less is more.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. And that's kind of sad. But you know, I like this group. You know what I like? Oh, no, I've been to about a dozen different towns. And then I watch them online. I'm on my way.
Oh, okay.
So I knew this was Wednesday, so I wanted to come. Do you know what I love you guys? The Bohemians.
Yeah. Or in Denver.
You can feel it.
Yeah.
No.
You should go to Boulder.
Well, no, I know. That's listen. Boulder has the most. Boulder has the most master's degrees of any city in America. And it's really interesting. There's a real scumbag up there. But go up there for some too.
Yeah.
No, it's interesting.
Underestimate or like, yeah.
Oh, sorry.